warroomsports.com. Get that mobile app.
warroomsportstv.com. Hey. Man, shout out to warroomsportstv.com, man. warroomsportstv.com. To warroomsportstv.com. Yo, warroomsportstv.com.
Shout out to War Room Sports TV, man. War Room Sports, nigga. This shit is a sport.
warroomsportstv.com.
warroomsports.com. warroomsportstv.com. Mav High for Hallelujah himself. I'm rocking War Room Sports TV.
warroomsports.com.
warroomsportstv.com. What's poppin'? It's your boy Shmrak. URLTV.tv, and right now you watching warroomsportstv.com. Make sure y'all tune in if y'all want to see what's going on with all the sports and all the battles and everything that got to do with sports. You see it here. warroomsportstv.com. Let's get it poppin'. It's your boy Shmrak. Holla at him.
Battle Rap Nation, welcome to Operation Battle Rap, brought to you by War Room Sports. This is the show we talk about battle rap, you know, the culture, and treat it like the sport it is. I'm your host as always, Jimmy, a.k.a. the Bob Costas of battle rap. You know, we ain't been around in a minute, but we back, you know, taking care of some business. But at the round table, I got the homie, Mr. I Exclusive in the building. What's up, homie?
What's going on, man? I want to say I appreciate y'all letting me hop on, man. I'm a big fan, man. I like each and every one of y'all little recaps, man. I'm just happy to be on.
No doubt, no doubt. Welcome, man. We got the homie from the Sports Kings, Frank. What's going on, man?
Jimmy, it's showtime. About to remix my subtitle and put my lingo and slow it down.
HITMAN, what's going on, homie?
Salutations to the Battle Rap Nation. You know, UT is in front of that CH. That's Hut. Never.
We only got one hater in the building. Skip couldn't be here, but we got to bring Mr. 250 in from Straight Shot Battle Rap on Facebook. What's up, homie?
What's good? Let's do this.
And all the way live from the West Coast, we got the homie Perfecto, whose battle drops this Wednesday, by the way. Make sure y'all check out his battle with Dre Vicious. It drops this Wednesday. It'll be in all the groups on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, all that. So what's going on, Perfecto?
Yo, what up, man? Great battle, man. Let's talk about it, man. Let's kick out all these culture vultures, man. Let's keep this thing real.
You already know. Listen, we're going to talk about HITMAN HOLLA versus Surf. Battle dropped today. We're going to jump right into it. I'm going to start with you, Frank. How'd you score this battle? Who do you have winning and why?
I had Surf 2-1. Really debatable to me. It all comes down to the second round. I thought HITMAN delivered in the first round as always. I thought his first round was classic, one of his best ever. But Surf's third was I would say Surf's third was just as crazy as HITMAN's first. And it came down to the second. I just thought Surf had a more consistent round. I thought HITMAN kind of slacked off at the end of the second. So that's why I gave it to Surf.
All right, before I move on, I just want to say I scored the battle the exact same way, 2-1 Surf. HITMAN's first may have been the best round of the entire battle. That's debatable because Surf's third was just that dope. I mean, Smack is up there crying and whatnot. But at the end of the day, the entire battle comes down to how you scored the second round. I edged it to Surf barely. It's debatable. So if someone says HITMAN, I won't be mad. I mean, but, you know, it's a very debatable battle. I didn't like when he, you know, the remix in the second. I was not feeling that. It was kind of awkward. But I gave it 2-1 Surf. That's the way I'm scoring it. Let me jump to you, the hater, 250. Let's get with your thoughts on the board. What you got?
Actually, I agree with y'all. You know, I got it 2-1 Surf. I got it 2-1 Surf, but it was real close. I thought it was a real close battle. And I agree that it came down to the second round. It's just a matter of, were you tired of hearing about the gun charge and what happened in Detroit and how Jersey left Surf stranded, or were you not tired of hearing about that? Me personally, I'm sick of hearing about it. So I edged it to Surf.
No doubt, no doubt. Let's go to you, Mr. I Exclusive. How'd you feel about this battle? Who'd you edge and why?
I give it to Surf 2-1.
Okay.
And I might be the only one that say I almost gave it to him 3-zip because I felt like HITMAN, he killed the remix. We all know he's going to kill the remix, but he didn't have too much around it to me. And I felt like Surf Only reason I didn't give Surf the first one because it felt like he cut it off a little too short because he felt like he would have choked it up or he would have started choking. Because if you watch him the whole round, Hitman whole round, it's like he was just sitting there trying to think of his whole next round. Like you're like, I probably missed that. So I can't give him the first, but he guaranteed got the second and third clearly.
No doubt. Surf's first was mad short, and I was talking to Neef. Shout out to Neef. Couldn't make it tonight, but me and him were talking on Twitter or Facebook, one or the other. But he said he felt like Surf choked on the first round as well, and he covered it up well. And the funny thing is that was a great cover up. I wish more people would cover it up as opposed to stumbling and choking.
But if you do that, is it technically a choke? If you cover it up, it's not a choke.
There you go. But that's my point. That's my point. I really can't call it a choke. You know what I'm saying? Perfecto. Let's get you on the record though. Who you got?
All right. So if you go by rounds, right? I go Surf 2-1. If you go by rounds, but I don't know. Sometimes I don't think it's the fairest thing to go by rounds, right? Okay. Because technically, I think Surf first round is pretty. I didn't like Surf's first round personally. Okay. So I kind of think his first round was a 6, then he did a 7, then he did a 8. You know what I mean? I think Hitman was a 9-7-7. So you add the scores together. Yes, sir. When you add it all together, I think Hitman had a 2-point win. You know what I mean? Really, really close battle. But if you go by rounds, yeah, of course, I think Surf beat him in round 2 and round 3. Okay. I just don't think it's all the way fair, you know what I mean? Because what if I'm battling, you know what I'm saying, Jimmy, man, I'm battling you, man, and I beat you by 1,000,000 points the first round, and you barely beat me the second round. You mean to tell me that you won the battle? You see what I'm saying?
I understand exactly what you're saying. There's a lot of ways to look at that. If we're boxing, right, and you get a 10-8 round, but then I win more rounds than you, 10-9, technically I could win the fight. So what you're saying is, can there be something like a knockout? Let's go into that. Before we do though, Hutch, how'd you have a battle, Hutch?
Right now I'm in agreement with everybody. Surf 2-1. I also agree that he stopped short on the first round. I like the remixes, but I think the remixes with Show Out is getting a little too much. Like that was that one.
I think this was a good finale for him, though.
He should retire.
No, I like the first one. The second one was kind of off.
The second one was weak.
The little brother gonna have to hold. Yeah, I didn't really like that one.
He's reaching on.
No. The second one. Okay, are y'all talking about the second one in the second round when he did the crowd surf?
Yeah, that one was kind of weird.
He could have saved that one.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
He didn't have to. If he did it, that one he did in the first round should have been it. Even though I like that.
Here's the thing though, when he first did the subtitle, you know what I mean, the crowd was rocking when it was kind of hot. Then he tried to remix the subtitle. That was a little bit too much.
Hey, you know what we call that? We call that a reach mix.
You heard it here first, baby.
Speaking of that, man, some of y'all gotta chill out there. Y'all try to call everything under the sun a reach. Like the reach is messed up battle rap now, man. Everything's a reach now, man.
That's it. That's what I think now. I'm gonna ask, I think it's on the borderline, but I don't think this is a reach. Do y'all think that jalapeno bar from Surf was a reach?
Yes.
I kind of thought it was a reach.
It's a reach.
I don't think it was a reach. Personally.
I'm sorry.
I was saying before the show, I kind of had the B Magic and the Tay-Rock battles, like clothes and the clothes go in the closet. Like, I get it, I'm with it, but like it's not totally there. It's kind of like I don't know.
I'll be with you, but I think that Dot, if he hasn't done anything for battle rap, he has the meaning of reach.
Got him.
Since him. Like that, I don't think in comparison. I don't think that jalapeno bar is a little.
Not in comparison.
What is a reach? All right, what's the definition of a reach?
Beretta. I mean.
Yeah, Beretta. That's a reach. Beretta is ultimate reach.
Yeah. I think a reach, to be honest, I think a reach is just when the wordplay doesn't quite fit. Like jalapeno. Like I see where you're going, but it doesn't quite.
But see, some people say it. Some people say jalapeno. They don't say jalapeno. Some people say jalapeno.
The fact that we're having this conversation right now. but listen though, here's what I want to get to. I want to get to Perfecto's point. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that there can be like a knockout in the battle where someone's like say their second round is far and away the best round of the whole battle, but they lose the other 2 rounds? Like how do you judge that? I'm gonna start with you, I exclusive. like, let's just say, for argument's sake, there's a close battle, but someone's round is just clearly far and away the better round, but, maybe they lost the other 2 rounds. Can you say they lost, or?
I can't say that because we can go back to when I know we like to bring it up, but Lux and Calico. You feel like part of that, his first round, Calico first 2 rounds was fire, but Lux last round was just a knockout. So we kind of forget about everything else Calico did that whole match. So you say that, but it's kind of hard to call. It depends on how big of a knockout it was.
Okay, how about you, Frank? What do you say? What do you think about Perfecto?
Yeah. I kind of agree with Perfecto a little bit. I do something similar. Like if it's a really close battle, I tend to think about like top 3 to 5 bars that I remember, and if they're all from the same person, like if it's all the same person that I remember, all like the 3 to 5 most memorable moments are all from the same person, or if they have 4 of the 5, then I usually edge it to that person if it's a really close battle. But I definitely see what he's saying about like points and like kind of grading it on a 1 to 10 scale of each round. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Math Hoffa grading system.
Yeah, I think that's what he was trying to do with that barcode system.
The barcode system. What do you think about it?
I agree, like, because I feel the same way. I think I do use that technique if all 3 rounds are like debatable. So
Right.
I think about what, like Frank was saying, who stood out more. If I can recall one person's bars off the head, like they're memorable, then I give it to that person.
Okay, all right. How about you, 250?
I'm sorry.
I mean, I agree, but I don't agree.
All right, explain yourself.
I gotta be the odd man out. It's just like, okay, I see where you're going with the whole idea with the points instead of rounds, but to me, the whole purpose of having multiple rounds is so that if somebody gets the best of their opponent in 1 round, they got a chance to come back. If you're gonna ignore that by just utilizing a point system,
But
why not just have 1 round battles and boom, there's your points.
Yo, we have 1 round battles. Hitman Holla would be the GOAT. But
I agree.
This is true. This is true, but it might make people write that 1 bomb ass round.
but see, I look at it the other way around. I mean, I remember Adi Boone said in an interview that he only focuses on 2 rounds because technically, if he could win those 2 rounds, then he wins the battle. So now he's shorting us, the fans. Now he's shorting everybody because he's only focusing on 2 rounds. And then I think when you give points, what you're doing is you're actually judging the battle. What's the word? Cumulatively, or you guys?
Listen, I understand what you're saying, but listen though. Now, to that point though, Perfecto, I understand exactly what you're saying, but boxers do it all the time. They get ahead on the scorecard and they start dancing around. They know
Floyd made a career off of that.
I ain't no comment on that. No comment. but all I'm saying is, I understand your point, but it's just difficult because we really a lot of these 90%. Most of these battles aren't judged. Right?
Let me say this. It's like there is no uniformity in battle raps. The only uniformity is the round judging. So that's why I lean towards it, right? That's the one thing that we all can agree on. We can judge it by round. So if that's the, what I mean? So, I'll be saying round. So in that case, Surf won the battle.
But then, and even if I go to your point, there hasn't been that many battles where somebody just had like a clear knockout where I was like, yo, I mean, Lux is the first thing that always comes to mind. Outside of that, it's probably like the Verb Hitman battle because in that Verb Hitman battle, I had that very tight. But then when he hit the Big Gerald, like I just flipped my computer over and said, look, it's over.
Speaking of that, good bar by Surf about that.
Yeah.
I like that Surf's bar about that. You wouldn't have heard nothing. I like that.
Yeah, Surf's story was
Bird
fire.
would have called my dad. He wouldn't have.
Yo, Surf's story was just as fire though, Perfecto. I mean, like, yo, Smack was up there crying, B.
Yeah, Smack was wild. I ain't never seen Smack this animated in a battle. He was wild the whole time.
And the thing is, no disrespect to Sue Surf, but I'm not that much of a fan of you, my brother, right? But that 3rd round was fire.
Right.
I think we overlook angles. I think we'd be like punchline, schemes, personals. I think we overlook angles. That particular angle, he was drilling. And that shit was cold.
I mean, like, Mook does what he does because I think Mook's probably the best at angles in a battle. That's my personal opinion. Like, but you know, all I'm saying is we all got a 2-1 Surf. Perfecto brings up that point. The last thing I want to talk about before we get out of here is this. Outside of Shotgun Suge getting slandered throughout the whole battle, the other thing that was prevalent in this battle was both guys calling out Tay-Rock.
Tay-Rock.
So the question
That was
I had,
interesting.
Shout out to Tay-Rock. He
shout out to
deserves it.
Tay-Rock. Yo, I said on the last video we did, it's been a while, but last video we did, I said, yo, Tay-Rock right now is my favorite to watch, just from an entertainment standpoint. So I found this interesting that both guys called him out. But here's the question I have for you. Between these two, forget who you think won this battle. Who would you rather see battle Tay-Rock? And I'm going to start with you, I-Exclusive. Who would you rather see battle Tay-Rock?
Surf. I say Hitman just for the round 1, but I say Surf because I know Surf probably gonna give us the complete 3 rounds.
And all right, so they did battle. Who would you predict to win that battle?
Tay-Rock right here. Personally, Tay-Rock my number 1. He's number 1 right now.
Okay.
Tay-Rock is on it. Besides, I say Charlie Clips A1 and Tay-Rock A2.
No doubt. All right, no doubt. Frank, between those two guys, who would you want to see battle Tay-Rock?
I mean, obviously, I want to see both, obviously, but if I had to choose, I'd say Hitman, just because I want to see I think Hitman and Tay-Rock are the 2 best performers, so I just want to see like those 2 clash, because I think Hitman could beat Tay-Rock just based on that, because I think he can outperform him, and I think he could take the crowd away from Tay-Rock. Understood.
Before I go to you, Hutch, I just want to say I also would pick Hitman. I have Surf win this battle, but I'd rather see Hitman battle Tay-Rock because of what Frank just said from the performance standpoint. And also, they both got 2 of the best hype men in the business. You know what I'm saying? I think that's his brother. Isn't that Tay-Rock brother too? Because they
Cave Gang Fatty, yeah.
Yo, so that's what they call it. Yo, they got 2 of the best hype men, so they'll somehow be interjected into the battle. I think it will be very entertaining. So I take that. But how about you, Hutch?
I agree. I would like to see both, but I think performance-wise, that'd be crazy. Hitman and Tay-Rock. Now. Am I not mistaken? That was the main event, Surf and Hitman. Was that the main event?
Yeah.
So, and rumor has it that Tay-Rock caught a body that night, so that could be a reason. Like his stock has risen dramatically. So shout out to him for people, mentioning him now. He getting them looks. But based on that, I say Hitman.
He earned it. Like you gotta give his credit. He earned it. I mean.
Yeah.
He even came back and, whether you think he beat Clips or not, his performance, put him right back up there. That's like the thing that was the cloud, so to speak, that was over his head the whole time was the first Clips battle. He avenged that, so, he earned his spot at this point. 250. What's your opinion of this?
I think, personally, I'd rather see Hitman and Tay-Rock because of the whole performance aspect. I mean... Okay. It's like the performance battle, and I think personally Hitman, and I'm not even a Hitman fan. I mean we've talked about this before. Mm-hmm. I don't think Hitman is that lyrical, but performance to performance, I mean all Tay-Rock got is he loud and he say that's light.
Yo, I don't think Hitman's as bad. I don't think Hitman's as bad as you make him out to be lyrically. Well, not just you. Everybody says he don't have bars. But
I completely agree.
But the one thing I do want to say is I don't think nobody can outperform him. Like,
that's why I think he beat Tay-Rock. That's because I don't think anybody can outperform him.
I think Tay-Rock can outperform him. I think give Hitman the first. I think Tay-Rock can outperform him. His seconds be bananas. I'll just wait for his seconds.
He's a king of seconds. But yo, Perfecto, out of those 2 guys, who would you like to see battle Tay-Rock?
All right, man. A couple things, man. First of all, I don't think that Surf Hitman battle was anything spectacular.
I agree. I agree.
That's first of all. Second of all, I think people overhype Tay-Rock and his bars. Me personally. Third of all, I also think Hitman Holla, he has no bars. You know what I
mean? Thank you.
So with that being said, I don't really care about a Hitman Tay-Rock battle personally. But if you ask me, I'd say, regardless of what we think or not, it's going to be Hitman Tay-Rock. Remember at the end of the Tay-Rock Charlie Clips battle, Hitman Holla got on stage and they were posturing and doing that whole thing. So, like it or not, it's going to be Hitman versus Tay-Rock. You know what I mean? I don't know. Whatever.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just partial to sports bars, but Yo, I love Hitman's basketball balls are fire, yo. Every one of them is fire, I think.
I don't know though. Like Hitman be getting away with some stuff. Like I Billie Jeaned at the Homie.
What was that? What did that mean? He was like, oh, they didn't catch it. Catch what? What does that mean?
And the whole I would call Suge the truth.
What about the whole ratchet thing? Like
that was a reach.
That was a reach.
I didn't miss it, but I think Hitman Holla went in looking for some Don DeMarcos and for the it's like a bunch of bars went unreacted to. Seriously.
Free Don DeMarco, man. Free that man.
And when he said Al Jackson Joe.
I was like, yo, that was the thing. That round was hot right up until he said that. And it was like, what?
Yeah. That's when he slowed down.
I know he said that Holla lost because of that bar, so shout out to Skip.
The main thing I didn't like about this battle was that the hottest bars, like Hitman's hottest bars were for Suge, and then Surf's hottest bars were for Show Out. It was like if they faced, like Hitman bodied Suge and then like Surf bodied Show Out, they weren't even better.
Yo,
well, like Surf said, if you take Show Out, what's the show about?
Shout out to Skip Bayless, Kyrie, who's usually on with us, because he put on Facebook that he has Surf 3-0. And he's not the first person. He's a little biased. He's not the first person I heard say that though. A lot of people say that, you know what I mean? But I don't see how you can give Surf the first. I just don't see it. I don't see it.
Too short.
Yeah. Get out of here, man. What do you guys think the next battle is going to be from Summer Madness 4?
Tay-Rock and DNA.
DNA and Tay-Rock.
I think Tay-Rock DNA is going to be the last one.
I don't know though. People saying Clips and Rex. That was another body.
Yeah.
All right, but here's my point. Here's one thing I want to say. Here's one thing that I'm afraid of, yo. That trailer was fire. Like, I don't care what nobody said. Yo. I must have watched the trailer like 150 times personally. Like, you know, the con slow.
Oh God!
The way they edited the whole Tay-Rock thing was crazy. Yo, I'm afraid that the trailer's gonna be better than every battle. Yo, that's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, B Magic on beat on his little recap. If you go back and watch that, you got him on beat.
Yeah, like that was, I just hope that the trailer wasn't the best thing out of that night. You know what I mean? But you know, shout to Smack in the URL because you got everybody hyped with that trailer, yo.
Yeah,
the trailer was crazy.
And they really done set their bars up all the way around with the audio and the visual. They really set their bars up.
Definitely.
First round. But I want to say, shout out to URL, man. Y'all did a fantastic weekend. You got PG battles, you got warm-up battles, you got the main event battles. Y'all got hella battles. Everything was smooth. Y'all put on, man. So respect, man. Shout out to URL.
You already know, man.
Nobody was slacking either, so shout out to the battlers, too, because I heard everybody brung their A game. So
yeah, that's true. We heard nothing but good things coming out of this whole weekend, man. So I'm looking forward to everything dropping. You know, I'm with you guys. Everybody on this panel pretty much has a Surf 2-1. So for those out there who watched this video and made it this far, the question is, how'd you score the battle for one? And also, what do you think about Perfecto's what he said is flaw in the scoring? And if you do score it that way, do you edge Holla? Like, you know, something I want to know. And also, which one of these guys would you rather see Tay-Rock battle? Let us know. Put it in the comments section. Share the video. Like the video. Do all those things. Subscribe to the channel. Listen, I appreciate you guys. Exclusive. Thanks for joining us for the first time. We definitely will have you back on future episodes. Frank, sports-kings.com. Hutch. Actually, 250 first. 250. Everybody go join 250's group on Facebook, which is the Straight Shot Battle Rap group. Perfecto, make sure y'all check out his battle, dropping with Dre Vicious this week. You know, War Room Sports, warroomsports.com. We also have an Operation Battle Rap Facebook group. Make sure you join it. The link will be in the bio, so you can join our Facebook group, chop it up with us on the Battle Rap. As the battles drop, we'll be in there talking. Shout out to Angry Fans, shout out to Unbiased. As we always say, don't accept mediocrity and be steadfast in the war against ignorance. We'll see the chimps on top.
On top.
By the way, it is Columbus Day, but the only Christopher that we acknowledge is Wallace.
Already.
Yeah.
R.I.P. B.I.G.
Kuwait is the war room with 5 nights at the round table. 5 Philly guys diversified and educated.